What's up, my dude? If you want to make $10,000 a month posting shorts, reels, or TikToks, this is the roadmap to get there. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to start, monetize, and grow your own personal brand in whatever you do. Let's get to it. This is Eddie Abu. As an ex-bodybuilder that has grown from 6DK followers to 3 million followers in less than a year, talking about food. And he's grown his fitness trainer business and community in a way that with proper monetization, I mean, he could be making probably 50 to 100K a month right now. I went down Eddie Abu's content strategy for the last 6 to however many months, 6 to 8 months. If we check out his social blade, you'll see that he's grown from 40, 50, 60,000 followers in July, the end of July, to 3.1 now. Fucking insanity, dude. So he's been going ham. In this video, we're gonna go over, like I said, how to start, grow, and monetize a personal brand. He did it in fitness, but this will apply to any sort of business or idea that you want to start. And also 18 different content pillars are different pieces of content that he did that basically performed the best on his Instagram in the last 6 to 8 months as he grew. Hey, Editing Januel here. If you need specific help with your idea or business, click the link down below and book a call with me. But it's still the main thing is just opinions. Don't be afraid to give your opinions. I need to say this real quick, and I'm gonna have to edit this because this is the actual first part. I started getting into the content before I even actually said the first part that we have to address, which is whatever idea or business that you have, pick it, and then don't be afraid to share and post and document. I'm talking specifically, honestly, to myself a couple years ago because I wanted to do this years ago now. Don't be afraid. Stop giving a fuck about other people's and your friends' opinions and post. There's something that's stopping you from posting. For me, it was the fear of how other people would see me and the gossip, and just I got so tied up in that in my early 20s and late teens to realize that it didn't fucking matter. And what I'm doing now, I could have been doing years ago. None of that is going to pay my bills. None of that is going to make me happier. And instead, it really is just regret that I didn't start earlier. And time passes. So, post. Don't be afraid to post. Stop giving a fuck about other people's opinions. Now, let's go. His main thing is that he talks about healthy food and debunking popular and common items that people buy at grocery stores that they don't realize are complete shit. And you'll realize that in a lot of his videos he says this is shit, and stuff like that. It's actually pretty funny because now he puts it on a shirt and it's become merch for him. It's kind of crazy. I would say that the pillars that he ties all his content towards is obviously education, fitness, food, and his family. With that said, we're going to go over a couple of his content pieces. The first one is authenticity content. He goes to the grocery store and gives his opinion on common foods.
Practically everyone in the fitness industry, it says low fat. Now, the problem is anything low fat doesn't belong in the human body. That's one. And two, this is like 75% chicken, and the rest is so many chemicals and shit. Come on, guys, this is shit.
There you go.
Cook your own fucking chicken. If you want to make a sausage, get the chicken, blend it, and put it in fucking condoms. Nature put the fat in here for a reason. 90% less fat. This is fucking shit. If you want to eat cheese, get a proper cheese. Come on. Fucking heck.
So this is, you can probably tell just from the first video what his thing is, right? So he goes in, he talks about food, and he gives his opinion on things. In the same way that you could probably give opinions on whatever products is involved with your business. It could be like if you're in photography and videography, then give your opinion on different cameras and lenses and tools, etc. So even a simple video like this where he's just showing his meal of the day, it's a little bit more contextual because he's a fitness trainer, so he's showing his food. But even as somebody that isn't a fitness trainer and everything else, you can just share what you're eating for the day. I mean, like, especially maybe if you're in self-improvement or just want to share your day. I mean, I feel a lot of business people are also fitness people. So, like, just sharing what you're eating, I don't know. It's an idea. For whatever reason, it did insanely well. I mean, this was back in the day in 2023. He had 40,000 followers around then, maybe, and 4,700 likes. I mean, it did amazing. And then also, if we want to take that concept of first meal of the day, you could also, if you're a fitness trainer or this one's a little bit less applicable to, I guess, other businesses, but reverse it. I mean, it's not actually. Show off stuff about your clients, especially if you have a good relationship with your clients. Ah, here we go. My client's breakfast.
Was eating this for breakfast. He was getting acid reflux. He was getting tired straight away. He didn't know. I didn't realize it was this. I said to him to stop eating that. He said, "What do I eat?" I said, "Dude, have some eggs, avocado." He has 6 eggs and 1 avocado for breakfast. Acid reflux is gone. He's not tired anymore. Don't eat this. This is shit. Read the fucking ingredients. Eggs and avocado. It's better for you.
So, with that, you see, he mixes a couple of different content. It's like a story, but it's also about his clients. I imagine it was a true story. And he takes you through the journey. The fact that the client had acid reflux, and then he started eating avocado, and he's good now. And continually taking people through the journey of like why your idea, business, service, or product helps them in a piece of content, exactly like this one, is insanely powerful. It's not as powerful as like probably a testimonial, like an actual client saying something, but it's the next best thing. Because people like to attach themselves to stories. They can relate to this. Anyone now that is like eating Quaker oats, they're like, oh shit, I can relate to this. Maybe I should start eating avocados and eggs. Okay, number 3. Talking about opinions. This is giving more opinions about things. Pre-workouts are shit.
The pre-workouts that we use were things like some creatine, some citrulline malate, some beta-alanine. You guys are getting high. It's like using a credit card. You're just spending money, energy. That's not yours. Pre-workouts that you get in the gyms, they're fucking stimulants. If you eat properly, you will not need a pre-workout. The energy that you're going to be using to train is from the food that you ate a few hours.
So there could be a common misconception or a common thing in your industry that you could also just give your opinion on and have the contradictory opinion. This is we're gonna take a break real quick because in between this is a piece of content called the chocolate covered carrot, and I recommend that everyone start implementing that into their content a little bit. It's a basically, let me just show you the video first.
Snacks would I recommend for someone who's got a sweet tooth and it's not fruit? There's no fucking thing as snack. You're only snacking because you've been brainwashed for years to think that you need a snack. Come on, you think our forefathers had snacks? Our ancestors were hunter-gatherers. You think they went around eating snacks? No. The reason why you're eating snacks is because you're eating snacks. When you eat snacks, your body asks you for some more snacks. Stay the fuck away from those snacks. If you eat properly, control your insulin. When your body is asking you to snack, it means your insulin level is too high and your body wants some more sugar in it. Eat properly, control your insulin throughout the day, and you don't need one single snack. I don't eat no snacks. None of my clients eat snacks.
So this video did insanely well. It has 58,000 likes. And basically it's the strategy called the chocolate covered carrot. And in essence it's kind of just show them what they want and then give them what they need. You could call it like clickbaiting, but clickbaiting for short form videos. Except you're not really clickbaiting. Because you're still, it's still valuable, right? He's not just doing a useless video about it. He's still giving you value at the end of it, right? Which is like, you just got tricked into thinking that you'd get something. And you could see this in other industries as well. So this is how you make $10,000 fast. This is how you start a econ business in the next 30 days. Like, oh, you know, all that shit. Basically, if you click on it, that is show them what they want, give them what they need. Because you're showing them, oh, this is how you make fast money. But in reality, like, you never make fast money. Okay, maybe 1 or 2% of people that actually do it get fast money. And it's just out of like luck and circumstances. So in reality, it takes time to build something good. But you're getting drawn in by the fact that you can make fast money. Oh, here's another chocolate covered carrot. Okay. It's just a little bit more subtle.
Ways to boost muscle growth. Eat more eggs. An egg, when you eat an egg, 48% of the egg can become tissue. When you eat protein powders, whey protein, it's about 16-17%. Animal protein is better for you.
So for example, in this case, it's like, how do you get more muscle, right? You would think, a lot of people would think it's a workout. Most common people would be like, oh yeah, dude, what exercise is gonna make me big, bro? And then he's like, no, dude, it's eggs. Eggs because protein, and then he'll start talking about protein and educate you afterwards, right? But you don't really expect it to be food. Versus content.
Carbs versus a sweet potato. This is a chemical concoction put together in a lab. I bought this on the
Alright, so you get the point. This video, 207,000 likes back in July of 2023 when he still had 60,000 fucking followers, bro. What the fuck is that? So basically, I mean, like, it's very simple, right? Just take two things in your industry and put them against each other. It could even be your own product or service versus somebody else's product or service. Like, it could be anything. But you could just, I mean, there's other, it might not show me actually right now, but there's other versus content. Is this another example?
protein versus an egg. When you eat an
Whey
egg,
protein versus an egg. Like, for him, it's just gonna be, I guess, like foods and stuff. But for you, like I said earlier, are you running a camera video business? You could do 2 different cameras. Are you in fitness? You could do food. You could do workouts. You could do literally anything. If you're, I know an ice cream guy, so like the ice cream taco guy, he could go my ice cream versus Bluebell ice cream or any other like Cold Stone ice cream, whatever, right? Because for him specifically, he does nitrogen or whatever in his ice cream, so it's insane. It's we're not gonna talk about it, but like versus content in anything that you do. I know a taco guy, right? So it could be like Mexican tacos versus Asian fusion tacos, fucking whatever. Like, it could be anything. You could do so much things with the versus content and just give your opinion on it. It's actually insanity. Is this another example?
I don't want to get into this childish nonsense, but let me just explain, okay? This is a sweet potato. A sweet potato contains magnesium, manganese, iron, potassium, and
It is. It's another versus, but then here he's like going hard into the education of it, right? So you could give your opinion on something, and you could also give your education on it, and you could honestly make those into 2 different videos. You could do one versus where it's just like a friendly opinion on it, and then one versus where you get in the nitty gritty of the specifics of whatever it is. And depending on like who you are, you might like one or the other better. This is great. This is a shocking statement. All right, content form number 6. Shocking statement. The other day on TikTok, I posted this video where I was like, listen, if you don't talk to people at the gym, you're a loser. People, people fucking went ham, bro. They started commenting on my shit and hating me. A couple people enjoyed it though. A couple of people agreed with me. So it was divisive. It was an insanely divisive statement, and that caused engagement in the post because some people agreed, some people were pissed off. They're like, "Oh no, dude! He called me a loser. Oh my god." So anyway, start your video with a shocking statement, emotion, or strong hook in the form of a call out.
Most of you are lazy in the gym. I see guys sitting there training and then they do one workout, one movement, and then they write everything down. And then, listen, we used to go to the gym and fight with the weights. Train hard. Train until some of us would throw up. If you pick.
So you see, some of you are fucking lazy. He could go harder with that, but he didn't. He should.
Why you're fat, it's not because you're eating too much or you're not doing enough. Listen, instead of counting calories, you've got enough calories on you. 20 pounds of body fat. That's 100,000 calories. Learn how to use this. They're lying to you in the fitness industry. Don't count calories. Control one hormone, insulin, and you lose the fat. And
so there you go, right? He says a shocking statement. He fucking throws you off, but don't worry, all right? He gives you value. He helps you out, all right? It's not like it's just a useless thing to just enrage people. This video we're going to watch to the end because it's a good example of a call to action, which is part of monetization, which we'll get to later. But just so you know.
Without you knowing, instead of going around counting fucking calories, got enough calories on you. Teach your body to use that. Those motherfuckers are lying to you about calorie counting. Stop counting your calories. Teach your body how to use this. How to do that? By control insulin. That's why I wrote that fucking fat loss book. Get it and educate yourself instead of wasting your time with these fucking coaches. The reason.
Boom, right? So he's starting to make like fat loss content. Calories are shit. Just control the hormone, whatever. He's educating you on this, right? And then at the end of the video, he's like, "Oh, this is why I made my guide. Get the guide. Go to my link in the description," right? And so in that case, I think it's paid. But in a case where we're just starting off, we would make it free. So people would go get the link. You would have a form that collects their email and information for that ebook. And then, once we do have something paid, we have the email to continually throw them emails weekly once they want to pay you for whatever product or service that you make. Just a glimpse into the monetization we'll talk about earlier, because we're still on content. 18 different forms of content, okay? We're getting there. We're getting there. So this is competitor/enemy content, right? And so now that we've gone through, we're gonna watch this video, and I'm gonna completely show you the underlying strategies between both of them.
Morning, Eddie. Just got into work. Just thought I'd let you know. 4 stars.
Hold on, maybe I. Here we go.
Another place, Wenzel's. Listen, don't come in here. They're trying to con you. In there, they got a massive big lunch written on the corner there. It's not food. You know what? Don't eat this. They want you to be addicted to this. Guys, there's nothing fanatical about making your own food and taking it to work with you. They know you don't.
So he's literally attacking a store. Like he's making an enemy out of bad food, unhealthy food, and stores like this. Aldi, Wetzel's, Starbucks. And that's what I like to call the Andrew Tate strategy. So now we have 2 underlying strategies, and they're the only 2 that I'm going over for content that you could keep. We have it's kind of crazy because you have the 18 different forms of content that I'm giving you, and then behind that you could kind of introduce these strategies in each of them if you wanted to, or in the overall like content strategy overall, right? But basically, between the chocolate covered carrot and the Andrew Tate strategy, he used both of these very well. You have the chocolate covered carrot, which we went over earlier, and then the Andrew Tate strategy is just basically making an enemy out of something, right? Like the reason he grew into such a massive person is that he was able to basically something as old as time is ignite the hearts of men, unite them under a common cause to fight against the Matrix, right? In this case, for Andrew Tate, it was the Matrix. But for other people, it could be, you just need a common enemy. I think there's a song or whatever. They're like, oh, it's like a techno song. If the world would just put away their differences for one common cause, or something. But basically, it's that, right? So in the same way that Andrew Tate made the Matrix out to get him, the enemy, like, guys, don't make money, get out of the Matrix, wake up. They're after me. Like every time that he gets in trouble, he's like, the Matrix is after me. The great elite is after me. In that same sense, Eddie Abu is making bad food an enemy, and bad food places an enemy, like bad food grocery stores an enemy. Like, don't fucking go to Wetzel's. These guys want you to die early, etc. To the point where, like, he goes so hard on it actually that apparently he actually gets banned from one of the grocery stores, and this becomes a story. So let's say, like, you're starting your personal brand. You start educating about something, right? You make an enemy about something. To the point where a couple months in, you're actually getting like a publicity where that enemy actually bans you or does something. There's a real life consequence to you making content about this, which is actually insane. And that creates a story. Because we started from somebody that didn't matter, and now our voice has reached corporations, which is cool. Now, like, this is the whole part of his story, his journey, and why he blew up. So apparently, he talks about it.
Products, but you're allowed to stand outside the shop. So I'm standing out the shop. Guys, this is not fucking food. This got how many ingredients? About 18, 19 ingredients in it. Bread's supposed to have four ingredients in it.
There you go. Okay, right? Like, and back to the content pillars, just so I can remind you, right? Almost each one of his videos, he educates. It's going to be about education, fitness, food, or family, or a mix of all together. In that case, he's talking about food and he's educating. Common misconceptions in the industry.
For years, salt has been vilified. Buy stuff, let's go low salt. Listen, salt was never the enemy. It was.
You get it. It's education. Number 9. This one may not apply to your industry or not, but this is basically getting down to family, kids, like, he's a father, right? So the fact that he shares this is on brand. It's about food. It's about healthy food. He's a father, and so it's like he's talking about these kid vitamins that are complete shit for you. And so if there's a connection between you and kids in your industry, you could do some of this as well. I mean, like, this helps out families. And if it's important to you, you can add this in.
Natural whole foods, you wouldn't need to give them anything like this.
And so this goes into not only from kids, but also share the family, right? So that's talking about kids in general, but then how about like is this
Kids for breakfast.
Oh.
At least you don't give a fuck about them.
Okay, more kid food, right? But for example, like, here we go. Traumatizing My Dad series.
Traumatizing My Dad Part 2.
Anyway, it's a stupid little video, right, about family. But like, don't be afraid to show personal things unless you don't want to, right? It doesn't have to be part of the strategy, but it does humanize you. And obviously, he's a big father figure. His kids are a big portion of his life. It looks like they all live together and work out together and everything. So like for him, it's big. Even let's say, for example, Casey Neistat, right? Like Casey Neistat, he doesn't really post his kids ever. He's actually very adamant about not posting his kids. He's done a couple of videos with his older son, who's now older and like in college and everything. So he feels like more safe, I guess, including him and his face in his videos. But he has like little daughters that he doesn't ever show their face, but he does include them. Like he does the back. Like he'll have little parts in the vlog where they're just walking in front of him and they say something stupid, like but to still humanize, to still show that he's a father, that being a father is such a big portion of his life, because it is. And so don't be afraid to share that. Let's see. So in the same way that you can show a tough workout with yourself or a partner, just show a project that you're doing in your industry. Very quickly too. You could do whatever. I mean, like, are you a realtor going out to the house that day? Show the fact that you're going to the house. Are you making a quick ice cream taco? Then do the ice cream taco. Like, it's just show off what you're doing, right? In this case, the industry is fitness, so he's just showing off a quick workout. So show off exactly what you're doing. Oh, I didn't even show you guys, did I? My gosh. Here you go. I mean, you don't really need to know, but here you go. Right, just a quick workout. Are you cold calling? Like, share. There's a guy on TikTok that got pretty famous for like doing calls or receiving calls. So like all of his shorts was just him doing a sales call. So it could even be just you doing a sales call, dude. Just show off what you're doing. Document and show off what you're doing. Client content. Here we go. This is massive. All right. Client content is insane. If there's anything that's going to make the difference between you making a sale and not, it's going to be the testimonials, the social proof. The more followers that you have, the more clout that you have, the more testimonials that you have, this all shows social proof of people liking you and appreciating you and you having value. That's just naturally how it is, right? So when you don't have the clout, you have to manually show this more, whether that be through a website with testimonials that you're collecting or just in your content, because these content pages are basically kind of websites, right? So for him, it's a little bit more natural, which makes it even better because he's not seeking them out. But that's fine. I mean, like, does it really matter? I don't know. In this case, he's just going to the grocery store to make content, and then he meets up with these people. Like, he doesn't meet up with them, but like they just happen to be there. So it comes off as very natural and authentic.
Filming, and then saw this young lady here, and she says, "Are you Eddie?"
Yes.
And I said, "Yeah."
We've been listening to everything you're saying, and since we've stopped eating wheat, stopped having stomach issues, and lost some weight as well. So
Very
going
good.
really well. Yeah.
Well done, well done. What's
Yeah.
your name?
Catherine.
Catherine. Thank you for.
No problem. Thank you for the advice.
So there you go. Client stuff. People love this. 61,000 likes. People love the fact that I mean, she's not even a client. She's just a fan, right? But in the same sense that it's the same thing. It really is the same thing. She's not paying him, but it's someone showing a lot of social proof in the fact of what he's doing is helping. So when someone comes along that does want to pay him, they look at that video and they're like, wow, I mean, like, that makes me want to pay him even more, right?
Is that good enough? Reduced fats?
No, never buy reduced fat. Full fat's better. 100%. Full fat's better.
What do you mean? What's going on?
Full fat's better. Do you watch the videos?
Of course I do. Last week you were talking about eggs.
See, so like he talks about eggs to the point that even all his fans know about eggs. And that's where the branding comes in eventually. You repeat the same things over time, and people associate you with said things. So share your clients, share your fans if you have fans. Like, this social proof is insane. This is a client transformation.
Hello, friends. Day 20.
Show transformations. Show see, like, for example, right now I'm taking like consultations for my clients, I guess you could say. And what I'm trying to do with them is I'm going to have that, and if we work together in the next 3 to 6 months, do another podcast with them. And hopefully, if they have results, I'll show those results, and I can use that as a testimonial, like a long form testimonial. So it'll be good. And in the same sense, this is just a short form testimonial. This guy, is this the video? Day 21 transformation physique, right? So he's just, make a quick short from day 0 to day 21. Show off those results. Listicle content.
Substrate boosters, take the natural ones. Here's my top 5. The first one is boron. Boron is a micronutrient.
It's loud as fuck, but there you go. Just top 5s. Top 5s of something. Top 5 cameras. Top 5 ice cream brands. Top 5 content creators. Top 5 TikTok content creators. Top 5 artists that I know. Top 5 foods. You get the point. You get the point. React content. In this case, he's reacting to Sam Sulek's diet. So just take something or someone in your industry and react to it. It could even be outside your industry, dude. Just react to things.
Without his fucking snorkel. Listen, I've seen that before. That's how people died.
He's going ham on it too, though. This is why it did so well. He's very passionate about it.
Come in and say, Eddie, what do you think of Sam Sulek's diet? I didn't know who the fuck Sam Sulek was, so I had to go and look him up. Dude, the guy's out of breath. When he's talking, he sounds like he's been fucking deep sea diving without his fucking snorkel. Listen, I've seen that before. That's how people died.
God damn, bro. God damn. Story-based content.
Lady. She gave birth 10 times, including a twin. So in total, she had 11. 7 boys, 4 girls. I was the last boy, last but one child.
But it's a long story, very personal story, and like I said, you don't have to go that deep or personal, but realize that telling a story is good. It could just be a story about your day. Like, it doesn't have to be your whole life story about your mother and your family and how you got there. But like, is this a little bit nicer? Let's see if this is a nicer example.
To me, she said she'd been messaging me on Insta, and I got hundreds of messages. I have to pay somebody to answer them. We don't get to all of them. She turned up. She goes, "I just need your help." I said, "Why? How do you need my help?" She says, "I want you to point me in the right direction." Why?
So, he goes on to the story, but basically this is a education, story, and client content all put together into one piece of content, and it does very well. Teaching content.
Use body fat. Don't let them lie to you. Structure your meals. Keep your protein moderate to high. Keep your fats, good fats from real food, high. Keep your carbs low, minimum. If you can, have only your carbs from cruciferous vegetables. And then no sugar. You don't want any sugar. Don't let anybody tell you that you can have a little bit of sugar. No.
So anyway, this is teacher content, right? This is like where Alex Hormozi goes in an hour-long presentation and breaks down a very specific piece of business, except that it's only a 1-minute video or something like that, right? So in that same sense, break down the nitty-gritty of something in your business. It could be whatever, but just educate people. And then this is get ready with me / how-to content.
dinner, I just fried up some onions and then chicken thighs with the skin on, and then little bit seasoning, paprika, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and then I put everything in.
So like we've seen the get ready with me content, right? Like people go and they have get ready with me, day in the life of a girl, day in the life of a finance guy, all that stuff. It's the same thing, just share a meal, share a part of your day, share everything.
Me.
Come cook
It's been a
some
while
lamb with
since
me,
I've-
right? So those are the 18 different pieces of content that you can put in. Protein
Eggs,
sources that I approve
beef.
of.
Beef means
Just education. This is education and opinion at the same time, because maybe some trainers out there don't believe in eggs and beef. Okay, but I mean obviously they do, but whatever. So we're gonna go back over here to finish this up. Call to action to its free book. So we went over how to start, which is stop being fucking scared. Second of all is basically picking a product or service, or just make it about yourself, but you need to be posting content. Even if you don't have a complete idea of what you want to do right now, you need to be posting content, because the skill of posting content is infinitely scalable and valuable at the moment, and it will continue to do so until the world ends, because wherever the attention goes, there will need to be a demand of content put into it by the people. Today it's social media platforms, tomorrow it could be the apps and whatever is connected to the VR glasses that we have literally in front of our eyeballs. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Then we've gone over the 18 different pieces of content that you could use in your business or idea. Some of them were not applicable. Most of them were very applicable. You just have to think about how you can twist it to whatever you're doing. Now that we have the start, the content, we have to realize that consistency is the number one biggest factor, okay? If you are not consistent over a long period of time, you might as well just quit. It actually takes that much work, okay? There is not very many examples of overnight successes. But when you look at how quick it happens, I mean, so Eddie, from November to now, has gained 2.5 million followers. Sam Sulek on YouTube. Go to details. Like at the height, this guy was gaining 150 or like 100 plus subscribers a week. A week. Okay, so things like the upward trajectory. You're posting content. You know, it's fine. Nothing's happening. Nothing's fucking happening. Oh, here's a little bit. No, okay, not yet. And then like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh my, and like exactly like that, man. It goes nuts every time. But that's actually how it works. You'll see people posting content for years on end, and then maybe something pops, something like they figure it out. Life is serendipitous in the fact that maybe something happens. Asmongold fucking watches your video. I don't fucking know. And then it's just, it's crazy, dude. Same thing with like Jinxie. Okay, if everyone knows Jinxie on Twitch, this motherfucker was posting or streaming to one viewer for like 2 years, consistently every day. And then now he's the biggest streamer in the world by far. So in that sense, you have to be consistent. Okay, content cadence, short one short a day at least. 5 days a week. Okay, let's start with that. If you want to do, if you really want to ease into things, do like 3 shorts a week, dude. But I showed you 18 different ways that you can make fucking content. And on top of that, you could just not worry about any of that and just talk to the camera. Talk to the camera about anything. Give your opinion about anything. Just open the fucking video app and talk. And then post it. And it'll be shitty, probably. You're gonna suck. I fucking suck. I have a hard time talking. And like enunciating myself. Post. Consistently. Be authentic. Just be yourself. You know, my biggest thing with me is it's hard for me to post because I just think I suck so bad that no one's gonna ever watch this video. And so here we are. You know, if you are 50 minutes, it's saying on my OBS recording, it'll probably be less because I edit it. You're nuts. And thank you for being here. So, monetization. Now we're getting into the monetization. Probably the most important, I mean, it's not the most important part, but everyone loves to know how to monetize, okay? Like, everyone needs to know how to monetize. There are content creators with hundreds of thousands to millions of followers, depending on the platform, that actually make as much money as a McDonald's worker because they just do not know how to monetize. So, in the same sense that this might not be completely applicable. Actually, it is. Fuck that shit. Make a guide, okay? He has a couple different forms of monetization. I'll show you right now. He uses a stand store. And in that stand store, he has the links to all of his socials. He has 2 guides, a fat loss and a muscle building guide, a waiting list, and a newsletter where you give your email and your name, and now he has your information, right? On top of the fact that he has merch and a cookbook. So I put those down here. Fat loss, muscle building guide, clothing, cookbook, and then that waiting list / newsletter is a funnel to his paid community, which is school, which I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but was making $44,000 a month, monthly recurring revenue. So the point is, pick a skill or business or idea, make content around said business, skill, or idea over a long period of time, at least 6 months, and then at the end of those videos, call to action to your link tree or like the link in the bio or a waiting list, just something that collects emails. Okay, the free tools that I am using right now, I'm using Linktree, I'm using Calendly, and I'm going to make or use a simple Google Sheet / Google website to collect emails in the same sense that he's doing it. If you click on the private waiting list, it's just a Google Sheet. Name, number, email, and what is your goal. And this is a waiting list. In the private community, you will get access to blah, 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 blah. And so, a waiting list is a genius idea. It's actually something that I learned about the other day in a podcast. But the email list / waiting list strategy is insane. Regardless of where you are in your business or idea, you could be just starting out. And you could just make an email list of an idea, send it out to people to collect information, and see if it's even a good idea to start that business. It could be clothing, like, hey guys, I'm gonna make a clothing brand. It's going to include this. It's going to be about this. For me, it'd be like, I'm going to make a clothing brand for big people. I have an artist that has this story. It's going to be about that. And we are going to put 10% of profits to this cause. Put that in the Google Sheet. Waitlist. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Put that information right here in the wait list. People sign up, you gain information, and then you choose. Well, a lot of people didn't sign up, a lot of people did, whatever, right? This works very well, obviously, once you do gain an audience of some sort, because he has 3 million people now that can click on that link and then give him information and emails. So you could do that with whatever, but like you could even just do that starting off. Okay, each of those emails are so valuable. It's crazy. Just build that email list. That email list is insane. So we're gonna go over it one more time here. Make content. Do call to actions. Right? At the end of said content. Give freebie like a book or guide or waitlist of something they might want. Then redirect it to your business or service, etc. Like if you're a content creator, obviously the content creator, like if it's just for content creation, I'm saying it could be a paid community for information, it could be that type of stuff, right? Merch, like that type of content creator stuff. But if this is tied to your business / idea, then obviously you already have a way to monetize. You just are literally bringing in the leads from said content now and feeding that to your business. So it's like if you're the ice cream taco shop guy, then you're making content, bringing them into your store or making them buy your ice cream product that you have managed to be able to send to people's houses. If you are a photography business, you're making content, people think that you're good, they want to work with you. So now you bring them to their website and then they book a meeting with you. Calendly. Where's the Calendly? Here we go. Calendly, right? Set up a Calendly link. Have them book a meeting with you. And there you go. That's literally it. Pick something. Make consistent content in 18 different ways. Set up a Calendly link for consultation or email list so you could start selling your products and services. Have a good day.